Hello friend, Jim here with JB's Big Adventure, coming to you from Lake Chapala, Mexico. And to date, I'm privileged to have a couple with me that have got a very, very unique and important ministry here at Lake Chapala. And I want to introduce you to Alex and Becky. And Alex and Becky have been working on a project with the boys, and I'm going to go ahead and let them share with you. So, Alex, first of all, starting with you, tell us about Mama Cleo's. Who's Mama Cleo? And tell us about the mission that you've got going on.
Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to share with you our ministry. And first of all, let me tell you who Mama Cleo is. Mama Cleo is my mom, and I want to make this long story short. So, this began in 12 years ago when we moved to an orphanage in Chapala called Love in Action. We moved there working 7 years for 24/7. I mean 24 hours, 7 days a week. Um, we, my parents and I, we sold everything we had to move to that place and start taking care of 25 kids at that time. Um, we um, we give protection to these kids. We give a shelter. We feed them, and we try to show them the love of a family. So um, after 7 years, we decided to move out because my dad was having health issues. So he passed away 7 years ago. And 4 years ago, my mom and I decided to continue with this ministry because the place we used to be before, the orphanage, it was girls and boys. They had 3 boys at that time, and they decided to just turn it to an orphanage for girls. So the director of that place, it's the pastor's wife, and she contacted us and she said um, that she was looking for a place for these three boys to be. So me and my mom decided to continue with this ministry. We had those kids, and that's how Mama Cleo started out.
Okay. Okay, fantastic. And how many boys do you have presently?
Well, right now we have 18 kids. We have 18 kids, and our goal is to save and help as much as we can. So we believe that we can help like 35 boys, and that's why we want to present this ministry to you.
Well, and I just want to mention to the viewers that the reason that I've decided to go ahead and have this on the channel is because I see the need that Alex and Becky are providing, and it is a mission. And so they're looking at going from 18 boys to 30 boys. And the place that they're presently in right now, you have 6 bedrooms, right?
Uh-huh.
And there just isn't a room for all the boys. And so they're looking for another place that they can go to, in fact, a place you can purchase, a house you can purchase. So because they want such of a large scope and want this ministry to be large. And so it's taken a little bit of time for us to get together because our schedules didn't all match because of the fact that they're busy. They're both busy. And so tell us, where did the boys come from? How is it that you end up getting the boys?
Yeah, well, the boys we have, they come from abuse homes. They come from violent families. They come from abandoned. They are abandoned kids, some of them, and we have a relationship through DIF, which is Mexican or the government organization for kids' rights, and they find us like one of the toppest place for the kids to be because they have sent their psychologists to evaluate the kids, and they have seen a lot of change. And why is this? It's because we only try to show them our love. I mean, making them feel part of a family. That's the only thing we do, and they accept that. They want to become to be part of a family.
And one of the big reasons why I wanted to, or why I felt so much about being able to have Alex and Becky do a video is because being raised a preacher's kid, I know what missions are all about and the outreach that comes from that. And I just really feel that what they're doing is really, really Christ-centered. I really believe that they're really doing a good thing. I've been with both of them. I've been at the house. I've seen the boys. And it's very, very, to take on what they've been doing now for well over a decade has been full-time work. In fact, if there was 26 hours a day, they'd probably be working 26. But it's something that's continual. And some of the things I wanted to share with them, what are some of the things you have the boys do? What are some of the activities that you folks are involved in?
Well, we have our boys very active all the time. They are children, they are teenagers, and we have them involved in, for instance, at the Recycle Center in Ajijic. They work voluntarily in the Recycle Center, and they also are active members of the youth group in Chapala. We have them also do community work, like cleaning the highway or cleaning streets. They do car wash to support the house. I mean, to get funds for the house as well. They do sport. Some of them go to boxing classes, and also some of them go to American football. And so we have them with a lot of activities. All of them go to school. These kids, they come with traumas, and some of them were never put in a school. So we have a good relationship with DIF, which is the government organization for kids' rights in Chapala.
Yeah.
So they helps us to provide education. I mean, to try to put the kids in a good level, because they were never put in school before. So those are the activities we have for those kids for now.
Well, it's a big undertaking, And I know that you and Becky have been married now for a year, and she's involved full-time also. So I know that's, it's hard to get away from that just because of the fact that you both are so involved. And I just want to say thank you again for making the time for us being able to get together. Tell us, what's your monthly expenditure? What is it that you put out every single month to be able to house the boys and keep the boys, feed them, everything that happens within a month? What does that come out to be?
Well, to have this kind of this amount of kids, especially boys, in a house, it's really expensive. These kids are always hungry enough that they could eat a horse.
Yeah.
Completely. So we have a budget that we have a monthly budget, and our expenses are up to 120,000 pesos,
Okay.
133,000 pesos, which is like $6,500
US
a
dollars,
month.
yes.
A month. Yes. And I mean, we provide with education, we provide with transportation for these kids to school, to their trainings for sports, to their games on Saturdays and Sundays. Every Saturday and Sunday they have these games. I mean, we provide with shelter, we provide with food, and all these expenses include all those. This budget include all these expenses. So.
Well, and I wanted to make sure that Alex was also able to say something in Spanish, and I wanted to make sure that Becky, who speaks Spanish, is able to say something. So for those that are watching us that are bilingual, or those that are they only speak Spanish, why don't you share just a little bit about what you'd like to share with them that are here lakeside?
Ah, bueno, pues antes que nada agradecerles por su tiempo que se toman al escucharnos. Eh, Queremos compartir con ustedes esta gran labor que pues se está realizando. En mi hogar, mi casa, tenemos a 18 niños que les estamos apoyando en todos los aspectos. eh, y nuestra idea es poder apoyar lo más posible, lo más que podamos. Ahorita tenemos 18, pero creemos en Dios de que podemos tener más, extender nuestro apoyo para poder pues apoyar a más niños. Estamos solicitando su apoyo para poder continuar con esta labor. No es algo sencillo, no es algo fácil, pero sí hemos visto un gran cambio en estos chicos, que ellos se sienten parte de una familia. Y no, siempre lo he platicado con ellos, no somos un albergue, no somos una casa hogar, somos una familia. Y una familia se acepta, una familia se ama, y queremos compartir con ustedes esta visión para que ustedes puedan ser parte también de este gran ministerio, de esta gran labor. Y quiero darle la palabra a mi esposa para que pueda compartir un poquito sobre pues esta aventura a la que se unió con nosotros.
Hola, bueno, pues como ya había comentado mi esposo anteriormente, pues la labor que nosotros hacemos en la casa es hacer que los chicos se sientan bien. Pues a veces ante la visibilidad de las demás personas se ve muy poco, pero para nosotros lo que vivimos en casa es mucho, es grande. Nosotros los vemos llegar desde el primer día y vemos su avance cada día y procuramos siempre que ellos se sientan en casa, en familia, bien, un hogar de amor, de valores, y hemos visto grandes cambios en ellos y eso nos llena más de gozo y felicidad y sobre todo nos anima y nos motiva a seguir con este proyecto.
Thank you, Becky. Thank you. Just in closing here, I'm going to be leaving the information of how to get in contact with Alex and Becky in the description below. That way you'll be able to reach out if you would like to find a way that you can be a part of the ministry. And if you are involved in church in one way or another, I'd like to encourage you maybe to say something to your pastor, somebody else that might also have the ability and have the interest in helping a mission that's taking place here in Mexico. So I want to make sure that I also let you know that these are folks that are doing this from the heart. And it's a very, very, it's a real process of doing what they're doing. Big undertaking. And so in closing here, is there anything you'd like to share with the audience, viewing audience?
Well, just telling you a little bit about some testimonies of our kids.
Yes.
Well, we have this house since 4 years ago, and I moved out. We were located in Chapala. We moved out of that place because we were growing and we didn't have enough space now. We still not have enough space in this new house that we have now, that we've been there for a year. I thank God I got to meet my wife. That before we got married, I asked her, do you really want to get married to me, because I have 18 kids now? And she says, yeah, I want to be part of it. And also sharing about some testimonies of these boys. They've been moving. They were moved to different places for 3 or 4 months. I mean, they didn't last so long in a place because of their behavior. But what we are trying to do in this home is not to reject it. I mean, we have to love them. I mean, we are providing the love of a family, the true family. We are providing also. God is using us to show these kids His love through our lives. So now we've been having these kids for more than 2 years, and I mean that's amazing to us that these boys really want to belong to our family, and they enjoy being part of us.
Well, as you can hear, Alex and Becky talk from the heart. And as I've mentioned to you, I don't really do this, get behind these kind of things, just because the way our channels is actually set up. But the more I've gotten to know Alex and his mission for these kids, for these boys, and Becky also, I felt it would be a good place to be able to let the word out, let other people know of what needs they have. So I just want to say, if you haven't already, I'd like to encourage you to subscribe to this channel. I know you want to be a part of it. It's an incredible community to be a part of. And all you got to do is go to the bottom right-hand side of the screen. There's a little red box. Tap on it. You're subscribed. Give us a thumbs up. That lets other people know it's a great video to watch and get a chance to hear about this mission. And you can stop by and say hi, leave a question, tell us what kind of video you'd like to see. And also make sure you hit the bell, because that will, in fact, make sure and immediately notify you when our next video comes out. So again, thank you to Alex and Becky for loaning us some of your time. And thank you for being a part of this video. And as always, have an awesome day. We'll see you on the next video.
Thank you very much.